Hey, passionate Rangers fans, strap yourselves in because what we have to talk about today is absolutely massive, and it's not the kind of news anyone at Ibrox wanted to be dealing with. Yesterday's clash at Hampton was supposed to be a statement game, a chance for Rangers to gather momentum and make a real mark against their old firm rivals. The sort of match that could have had the fans buzzing for weeks, the kind of performance that cements belief and confidence across the squad. But, as it so often happens in football, the reality on the pitch had a very different script. From the opening whistle, it became clear that this was going to be one of those nights where frustration and disbelief would dominate the narrative, a game that left supporters shaking their heads in unison. The final scoreline, 3-1 in favor of Celtic, tells part of the story, but it barely scratches the surface of what unfolded on the pitch. It wasn't just about the goals conceded. It was the manner of them, the small errors that compounded, and the controversial refereeing decisions that left many feeling utterly robbed of a fair contest. The Premier Sports Cup is gone for Rangers, and the fallout was immediate and intense, with Captain James Taylor and manager Danny Rowe both visibly agitated and frustrated in the aftermath. Their comments, reflecting a mix of disappointment, disbelief, and the harsh reality of top-level football, sparked debate among supporters, some agreeing, others feeling the words didn't go far enough. Central to the narrative was Shamid, the young Portuguese forward who arrived from Everton in the summer for a hefty £10 million. From the outset, expectations were sky-high. He was meant to be a talisman for the Rangers' attack, the sort of marquee signing that transforms a team's offensive dynamic. But as the first half of the season unfolded, it became increasingly clear that things weren't quite clicking. Going into the Old Firm showdown, Shamid had scored just 1 goal in 10 appearances across all competitions, a record that had already started to test the patience of the Ibrox faithful. The semi-final clash against Celtic, a game that demanded composure, precision, and the ability to deliver in critical moments, became a defining test. Shamid had a chance that would make or break his standing with the supporters, a sitter that seemed almost criminally simple for a player of his potential and transfer fee. From just inside the box, completely unmarked, the ball somehow failed to find the back of the net, sailing wide and leaving fans exasperated. Social media erupted in response, with Rangers supporters venting their collective frustration. Comments ranged from disbelief to anger, a mixture of humor and blunt criticism. For £10 million, the expectation is simple. You put the ball in the net when the chance is that clear, and failing to do so invites scrutiny and skepticism, even from those still holding on to hope. Yet, Shamid is not alone in struggling to hit the heights expected at Ibrox this season. Boniawski, another summer signing, came in with an impressive record, boasting 44 goals in 98 appearances for his previous club, and was seen as a forward who could bring both goals and competition up front. But so far, his start has been steady rather than spectacular, finding the net only twice in 11 games, leaving questions about how to balance the striking options to maximize effectiveness against top opposition. Against Celtic, the choice to start Shamid over Boniawski, especially given Majowski's proven record against the Hoops with 3 goals in 8 matches, became a talking point among supporters, many wondering whether the bench option might have handled the pressure better, converting chances that Shamid could not. The debate is not just about individual performance. It reflects a wider scrutiny of Rangers' attacking options, the need for clinical finishing, and the importance of composure when moments of opportunity arise. For Danny Rowe, the challenge is clear. The team needs to respond to disappointment with resolve, and Shamid in particular must turn what was a nightmare of a performance into a learning experience rather than a defining failure. Yesterday's defeat has laid bare the fine margins in football, the way single moments can swing momentum and alter narratives. The missed chance by Shamid came just before Johnny Kenny's goal for Celtic, a strike that took the wind out of Rangers' sails and emphasized how crucial composure and timing are in high-pressure matches. Rangers created chances, had moments where momentum could have shifted back in their favor, but in the end, the game was defined by missed opportunities and defensive lapses. Looking at the reactions from the camp, James Taylor, the captain, spoke about effort and the desire to push through adversity, reflecting on the team's commitment even in the face of frustration. He highlighted the importance of reacting to critical moments, acknowledging that football often delivers fine margins that can swing results either way. While disappointed, he emphasized the positives, the dedication and work rate, even when the outcome was not favorable. Similarly, Danny Rowe, facing his first Old Firm experience as manager, reflected on the resilience shown by the team, particularly after going down to 10 men early in the match. Despite the challenges, he praised the spirit of the squad, their determination to press forward, to take the game to the opposition, and to continue fighting until the final whistle. Tactical decisions, substitutions, formation changes, all aimed at creating opportunities and restoring balance. But football is unforgiving, and in this case, the team fell short. The dynamics of the match, from controversial referee calls to pivotal moments like the red card incidents, highlighted the volatility of high-stakes encounters. Rangers had to contend with both the physical and mental demands of the game, and although they showed glimpses of resilience and tactical awareness, the combination of missed chances and opposition clinical finishing sealed the outcome. From Shamid's missed sitter to defensive frailties and moments where individual brilliance could have turned the tide, yesterday's match became a case study in the razor-thin margins that separate triumph from defeat. Fans have reacted with a mix of anger, disbelief, and continued hope. The passion for Rangers runs deep, and performances like yesterday's ignite debate, discussion, and reflection on what is needed to turn potential into results. Players like Shamid and Błaniowski carry both opportunity and pressure. Their ability to respond to criticism and learn from setbacks will define their trajectory at Ibrox. Meanwhile, the management and leadership, including Ter and Rowe, must navigate the fine line between criticism and encouragement, ensuring that the team remains focused, motivated, and capable of responding to adversity. As the dust settles from the Hampton clash, the conversation now turns to recovery, reflection, and preparation for the next challenges. Rangers supporters will be scrutinizing every attacking option, analyzing chances created and missed, and debating what changes are necessary to rediscover the winning form. Shamid's next performances will be watched closely, each touch of the ball under intense examination, as supporters hope that yesterday's nightmare becomes a catalyst for improvement rather than a lingering setback. The season demands resilience, focus, and the ability to convert opportunities into tangible results. In the high-pressure environment of Scottish football, every moment counts, and Rangers now face the task of proving their capacity to learn, adapt, and respond to adversity in the matches ahead. Moving forward from Hampton, the focus for Rangers now shifts to how the squad will respond in the coming fixtures, because football doesn't wait for you to catch your breath, and the fans certainly won't either. The pressure is mounting, not just on the attackers but across the whole team, and it's a test of character, mental toughness, and tactical discipline. Danny Rowe has already shown glimpses of the kind of manager who won't shy away from making difficult decisions. Yet yesterday's result will have left him questioning certain choices, the timing of substitutions, and whether more could have been done to protect the team when things weren't going their way. The Old Firm rivalry is always more than just a game. It's about pride, history, and the expectation to perform at your very best, and when the result goes against you, it resonates far beyond the 90 minutes. Shamid now faces the challenge of shaking off what was arguably the defining moment of his season so far. That miss at Hampton Park was not just a missed chance. It symbolized the struggle he's had to find consistency and confidence in front of goal. For a player signed for £10 million with so much expectation, the scrutiny is inevitable, but there is also a chance for redemption. The Portuguese forward must rediscover his composure, his timing, and the ability to convert when it really matters. Rangers fans are passionate, vocal, and demanding, and they want to see their marquee signings rise to the occasion, especially in the moments that define matches against the fiercest rivals. The next opportunities for Shamid to prove himself are crucial, because football is often as much about psychological recovery as it is about technical skill. Learning to move past mistakes, to regain confidence after high-profile failures, is what separates the players who thrive under pressure from those who falter. Błaniowski's situation adds another layer to the debate. With only 2 goals in 11 appearances, the North Macedonian striker has yet to fully assert himself, and yesterday's result may have intensified the conversation around striking options. Some supporters feel Błaniowski should have been given the nod against Celtic, particularly given his record in previous meetings, while others remain patient, trusting that the quality he's shown elsewhere will eventually translate into consistent performances at Ibrox. The combination of Shamid, Boniowski, and Majowski presents both opportunity and challenge for Danny Rowe. How to rotate, how to find balance, and how to ensure that the attacking trio complement each other rather than compete to the detriment of the team. Tactical decisions in high-pressure matches like the Old Firm clash are magnified. One misplaced pass, one missed opportunity, one defensive lapse can turn the game on its head, and the manager's job is to mitigate those risks while maximizing chances. The defensive side of the team also came under scrutiny yesterday. Conceding 3 goals in such a critical match raises questions about organization, decision-making under pressure, and the ability to handle high-stakes situations. Rangers fought hard. There's no denying their effort, particularly after the sending-off that left them with 10 men for a significant portion of the game. Both Ter and Rowe spoke about the resilience displayed, the spirit to keep pushing, and the tactical adjustments made to cope with being a man down. Yet football is unforgiving, and the margin for error is slim. Moments of brilliance, lapses in concentration, and misjudgments all play a part, and yesterday they tipped the balance in favor of Celtic. For the supporters, frustration is natural, but so is the expectation that lessons will be learned and improvements made for the next challenge. The intensity of the Scottish football season ensures that Rangers won't have long to dwell on what went wrong. The fixture list demands focus, recovery, and adaptability. Training sessions will now take on a heightened sense of urgency, with particular emphasis on finishing, defensive coordination, and mental resilience. Shamid will need dedicated attention to regain confidence in front of goal, while the rest of the squad will be looking to tighten up defensively and ensure that the lapses which cost them dearly against Celtic do not repeat. The psychology of the game cannot be underestimated. High-profile errors can weigh heavily on a player's mind, influencing decision-making and performance in subsequent matches. It's down to both management and teammates to support those struggling, to rebuild confidence, and to remind everyone that football offers multiple chances for redemption. Fan reaction has been vocal and, at times, brutally honest. Social media platforms were awash with criticism, humor, and commentary dissecting every angle of the game. While some posts were harsh, they reflected the depth of passion and commitment that the Rangers community has for their club. This level of scrutiny can be challenging for players, but it also underscores the importance of performing at Ibrox. Rangers supporters expect their team to fight, to create chances, and to seize opportunities, particularly in fixtures that carry the weight of rivalry and history. The next few matches will be crucial in reshaping the narrative around the team and key individuals. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. The rumor mill in Scottish football is buzzing like never before, and at the center of it all is none other than Hoda. Sources close to the player suggest that the Portuguese winger could be making a sensational return to Scotland, this time donning the famous blue of Rangers. While nothing has been officially confirmed, whispers from insiders have already sent the transfer market into overdrive, with fans and pundits alike speculating on what this could mean for the Premiership. Hoda, who left the Scottish scene some seasons ago, has been turning heads across Europe with his pace, flair, and an uncanny knack for finding the back of the net. Rangers, always eager to bolster their attacking options, are reportedly in advanced talks with the Wingers' representatives. If the deal goes through, it wouldn't just be a homecoming. It would be a statement of intent from the Glasgow Giants, signaling that they're prepared to go all out in the quest for domestic glory and a stronger showing in Europe. Social media is already alight with speculation. Fans are debating which shirt number Hoda might claim, while rivals are nervously calculating how to contain his threat. If this happens, it could change the landscape of Scottish football, one pundit suggested, refusing to be named. Betting markets, unsurprisingly, have begun shifting odds, with Rangers now favorites to secure yet another marquee signing. The timing of this potential move also raises eyebrows. With the transfer window in full swing, Rangers appear keen to strike before other European clubs can swoop in. Hoda's style, characterized by lightning-quick dribbles, precise crosses, and decisive finishing, would be a perfect fit for the Gers' attacking philosophy, and insiders hint that the player himself is intrigued by the idea of returning to a league where he first made a lasting impression. Whether this rumor will materialize into a full-blown transfer remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. The idea of Hoda back on Scottish soil is enough to get fans dreaming of late goals, stunning runs down the flank, and nights at Ibrox packed to the rafters. The Scottish football scene hasn't been this restless in years, and if Hoda signs, expect the chatter to continue well into the new season. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.